At club level, these players look unstoppable. They score goals, create chances, and sometimes carry entire teams. Then the international break arrives, they pull on a different shirt, and something changes. These are 8 players who look much better for club than country. Number 1. Ousmane Dembélé. When Ousmane Dembélé won the 2025 Ballon d'Or, many expected him to become the new talisman of the French national team. He had just replaced Kylian Mbappé as the main man at Paris Saint-Germain, scoring 35 goals and providing 16 assists in 53 appearances as PSG won the treble. Enrique made it possible by moving Dembélé into the middle. He could drop deep and switch positions. France cannot offer him the same freedom. In the middle, there's Mbappé. On the right, Michael Olise has made the position his own. There's also no Enrique system constantly moving defenders and opening spaces for Dembélé. For PSG, everything passes through him. For France, he has to squeeze himself between 2 other stars. That may explain why he has only 7 goals in 60 appearances for France and is still waiting for his first goal at a World Cup or European Championship. Number 2. Ousmane Dembélé. Ousmane Dembélé looks like a defender's worst nightmare in club football. He's quick, powerful, and direct. Once he receives the ball with open grass ahead, he drives towards goal and shoots. That version of Dembélé scored 17 Premier League goals during the 25-26 season across Bournemouth and Manchester City. His form was so impressive that City moved for him in January. For Ghana, the numbers have been far less frightening. Dembélé entered the 2026 World Cup with only 3 international goals. He still causes problems with his strength and running, but Ghana don't always create the situations that make him dangerous. At club level, he receives passes while facing goal. For Ghana, he often has a centre-back leaning into his back and another defender nearby. Instead of charging into space, he spends too much time fighting for the ball. Ghana must now give him the service that makes him so dangerous in England. Number 3. Igor Thiago. There's a saying that if you watch Igor Thiago live, he flops, and Brazil's first match in the World Cup was evidence of that. At Brentford, there's no doubt about what he did. Thiago scored 22 Premier League goals in 25-26, setting a new record for goals by a Brazilian in one Premier League season. He battles with centre-backs, attacks crosses, and lives inside the penalty area. When the ball drops near the 6-yard box, he usually arrives first. Brentford understand him perfectly. Their wide players cross early and know Thiago will be waiting between the posts. Brazil only handed him his senior debut in March 2026. He scored soon afterwards, but a few appearances are not enough to make him important to the Seleção. That Brazil miss was absolutely harrowing. The club version is complete. Let's see if he can improve for Brazil. Number 4. Cristiano Ronaldo. Before anyone gets angry, this is not a judgment on Cristiano Ronaldo's international career. He's Portugal's greatest player, international football's record scorer, and the captain who led his country to its first 2 major trophies. But Ronaldo has rarely had perfect timing with Portugal. When Luis Figo, Rui Costa and Deco formed the previous golden generation, Ronaldo was still developing. By the time he reached his prime, most of those stars were gone and the squad around him was weaker. Now Portugal have another golden generation, featuring Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, Rafael Leao and Nuno Mendes. The problem is that Ronaldo is 41. At the 2022 World Cup, he scored once and lost his starting place. At Euro 2024, he went 5 matches without scoring and missed a penalty against Slovenia. Across 6 World Cups, he has never scored in the knockout stage. That could still change, but it could also become the final heartbreak of a career defined by imperfect timing. Number 5. Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon's game is built around speed, aggression and open grass. That's why he looks so dangerous for Newcastle. Give him space behind a fullback and he will chase the pass as though somebody pressed fast forward. During the 25-26 Champions League season, Gordon scored 10 goals. Only Kylian Mbappé and Harry Kane finished above him, and those performances earned him a move to Barcelona. England have not seen the same production. Gordon entered the World Cup with 3 goals in 20 30 senior appearances. He's often been one option among several English wingers instead of the player an attack is designed to release. Newcastle broke quickly and sent him racing into open space. England regularly face opponents who sit deep and force wingers to attack from a standing start, and that takes away Gordon's greatest weapon. For his club, he can run at one frightened defender. For England, 3 are often waiting. Number 6. Rafinha. At Barcelona, Rafinha does almost everything. He scores, creates chances, presses defenders, attacks the back post, and treats every loose ball as his. His 2024-25 season was ridiculous. Rafinha scored 34 goals and provided 22 assists in 57 appearances as Barcelona won La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Spanish Super Cup. Hansi Flick gave him freedom. With Lamine Yamal stretching the opposite wing, Rafinha could move inside and attack the box. Brazil have never received that version consistently. His record of 11 goals in 37 appearances is respectable, but he rarely looks capable of taking over an entire match. Brazil have several attackers who want the ball and move into central areas. That can leave Rafinha holding the width, protecting his fullback, or creating room for somebody else. Those jobs are useful, but they do not produce Barcelona numbers. For his club, Rafinha is the captain, scorer, and emotional leader. For Brazil, he can become another hard-working winger. Barcelona give him the keys. Brazil sometimes ask him to park the car. Number 7. Lautaro Martinez. Including Lautaro Martinez may seem harsh because his Argentina record is very good. He scored more than 35 international goals, won the 2022 World Cup, and finished as the top scorer at the 2024 Copa America, scoring the winner in the final. Still, Inter's Lautaro carries far more authority. He's the captain, the first-choice striker, and the emotional center of the team. When Inter need a goal, everyone knows where the final pass should go. In 2025-26, he scored 17 Serie A goals, provided 6 assists, and finished as the league's top scorer. Argentina have never depended on him in the same way. Lionel Messi remains the center of the attack, while Julian Alvarez competes with Lautaro for the number 9 position. At the 2022 World Cup, Lautaro arrived as the starter, missed several chances, and lost his place to Alvarez. At Inter, one difficult match doesn't threaten his position. With Argentina, one bad week can leave him on the bench. He performs for both teams, but only one truly belongs to him. Number 8. Phil Foden. Phil Foden may be the clearest example on this list. At Manchester City, he has won everything, scored decisive goals, and become one of Pep Guardiola's most trusted players. His best season came in the 23-24 season, when he scored 27 goals and supplied 12 assists. He was named Premier League Player of the Season and looked comfortable through the middle. England spent years trying to find the same player. Foden has scored only 4 goals in 49 senior appearances. He's played on the left, right, in midfield, as a number 10, and even as a false 9. Every position created debate, but none produced City numbers. At City, the movements around him are automatic. He knows when the fullback will overlap, when the striker will move, and where the next pass is coming from. International football offers less training time and fewer rehearsed combinations. The contrast became impossible to ignore when Thomas Tuchel left him out of England's 2026 World Cup squad. One of England's most successful club players was no longer considered necessary for his country. So there you have it, 8 players who look more comfortable in club colours than national ones. Do you agree with this list? Which players should we have included? Let us know in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to Goal 90 and turn on notifications. We'll catch you next time.